Well, this is gonna be interesting. Maybe I can put my head into the light. That looks scary. So, you're getting a first look from the inside of the cockpit. Oh, put the seatbelt on. We're gonna do one of those kind of a solo trip entrances. So, hey, with all that said, welcome to Budnixon channel. Today's video will be about a trip to one of the most favorite places for me in Oregon. We're gonna go see how far we can make it. Hopefully have other few fellows join us that might offer a better capability with their rigs. As many that you know that Q is not as capable as previous vehicles I've owned, and this year is a snow ketless year because I no longer own the Tucker. So that project has been passed on. Love it, miss it. One day hopefully get another one. So with all this said in the intro part, I hope you're not too bored. See how it's gonna be. I'm gonna do this like flick of a finger. Wait, it's gonna be again. And you're gonna have like I'm gonna try to see if I can make a quick highlights reel, right? Have to have a complimentary water top off. Some of the best water in the area, they say. Somebody replaced the tube there. This is a natural spring here. So topped off some water. We're getting close to elevation gain area, I guess. So let's get going. I'm not gonna cut this out. I'm gonna let you guys watch how this works. Well, look at it here. Boom. Boom. So trail up to the cabin is broken quite well. Forgive me much shaking the camera because it's not very stable here, but doesn't look like much trail going up to the lake. So our goal now is to see if we can make it out to the lake. The snow is very frozen. The base is hard. I mean, I'm walking and without any large size shoe kind of thing. I mean, I'm crushing through probably first maybe, I don't know, 4 to 6 inches, but it's perfect. It's just about half an hour past midnight. Things are going well. I'm really just floating along. So whoever broke the trails up this way, thank you guys. let's see what we can do. Well, I'm just about maybe a fifth to a quarter of a mile past the turn, and we're gonna be breaking trail ourselves. Well, let's see how far we get. All right, since we are breaking the trail, I did a fuel drop, and I figured, you know what, I'm at a half tank, and just in case, I'm gonna dump a 5 in there to make sure I have enough to stay, you know, charged up, camped up. All right, well, got the 5 in there. So I was just a hair, a little bit over half a tank. Now I'm at a little bit over 3/4. Definitely gives me a little bit more confidence to have the fuel for the rest of the trip as far as breaking the trail. Now the thing is to, you know, get out that way, and you can see that that's me backing up. So I made my way up maybe 100, 200 yards up, and I decided to get myself refilled. You gotta keep in mind that with trail braking in 4 low, obviously you're burning a lot more fuel. And since we're going in for today's, well, right now it's technically Friday morning, but Thursday night. So Friday, Saturday, and maybe Sunday I'll be out there. So I want to make sure I just have enough fuel while I'm there. And I have another 5 waiting for me, basically 5 miles away from the campsite, to get me back to the next gas station, just in case. Now, I don't think I'll need it, but yeah, hey, better be safe than sorry. So if you ever come across this area and you find a 5-gallon jug somewhere in the woods, keep in mind that it's being reserved for an emergency. And if you are having an emergency, like literally you're having an emergency and you find it, feel free to use it. I will not be all that butthurt, maybe, but I do double check my stuff. This is actually becoming kind of fun. So this is Lower Lake area. Let's see if we can make it up. I'm doing like actually high-speed driving up here. Those who know this spot, it's pretty tricky. And I'm just hauling. Look at that, look at the speed there. I'm doing 15, 20 miles an hour up the hill. Cattle guard, up! Oh! Woo! Almost landed that one. Yeah, but overall, snowpack is hard. Woo! You guys, this is definitely insane. So you gotta stay on the speed. I'm showing about 20 miles per hour, and woo! Definitely iffy. Ой, красота какая! Ляпота! Oh, I hope this shaky video pays off. Oh man, I'm almost there. It's 1:46, almost 2 o'clock. Hauling butt. Yes, there we go. And I am here. Woo! So to give you an idea what's going on outside, look at that, perfect snow. Woo! Yes, Nixon in his element, if you want to call it. Yes. Let's see if I can. Yeah, there we go. I hope you guys like the video. I'm trying my best nowadays to create some new stuff for you guys. I don't know, but been busy with Project X, working in the shop works, trying to create a new product for an overland community. And once you guys hear about it, I hope everybody gives me a little support. So hey, let's go break down the trail to the end and break the camp, and you know, I'll continue tomorrow morning when the lighting is much more better. So take care and see you tomorrow. So I think you're starting wondering, like, what's going on with the camp setup and all, right? So, let's get you guys, figure it out, because I think a lot of people nowadays like to watch the videos of other people, setting up camp and doing things, whatever. So I got a few things set up. I'm gonna go over them. The trusty tripod. Boom, boom. Anyways, let's see, wide angle. There we go. Here we go. So kitchen's about to be set up. I'm gonna put that on a tripod so you guys can watch me make myself some food at 2 o'clock at night, literally, right? But the most common one, or the one that you've seen me before, is the rooftop tent. Excellent spot to sleep in. Diesel heater. I have it mounted in this box. If you haven't, you should be able to find a video in my channel. I have a video posted how I put it in here. I mean, I can open this up, I guess. Let's see. I don't mind the fuel cell inside, because it's all one unit then. So the way I have mine done, this is DIY myself. That's usually quite enough fuel to run overnight. I don't have to worry about it. My controllers simply hang out here. I'm not all that up to date, to having one that's Bluetooth connectable, whatever, because apparently you're supposed to replace that controller, then you replace the motherboard in there or something. So I'm not gonna do that yet. Anyways, I don't use this actually that much now that I have the trailer. But anyways, so the shorter the hose, the better. Just FYI. Why? Because you don't have that much loss of the heat. And no, I do not recirculate my heat, because you know what, guys? That's all extra gear, all this stuff you're carrying over, literally maybe gaining, I don't know, 1 ounce of fuel difference, or whatever it is. No, I'm not bothered by the clicking of the heat pump. You know why? Because I'm comfortably warm inside there. So rig is set up. Tomorrow you will see that the lake is that way. Heater is running. Chainsaw thresher, if you don't have one, get one. If you're cheap like me, buy one on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description. This thing has been serving me well. I'm not complaining about it. I usually bring about 2 gallons of diesel fuel with me, just in case, because if I want to run it warm a lot, or for whatever reason, diesel for like fire starting or whatever extra. That's my mix for my chainsaw, because I was expecting a lot of tree fall, which did not occur, and I am only thankful for it. So all the groceries, I like to cook raw a lot. So I have all these potatoes, avocados, lemons, limes, all sorts of peppers, bread, onions. There's some home eggs from my hands at home, mushrooms, some sweets. This thing is, I don't even know, adjika in Russian. This is like something that you make out of a bunch of veggies and apples, and my wife makes this. This is sweet and awesome to go over any meat and anything else. Anyways, just a general setup of the kitchen setup. Lights, this one, LED strip, the Wrangler, Jeep Wrangler LED strip that goes on the advertised on Amazon, works awesome. The setup, again, a lot of times you will find my videos online that will have all that. My power setup here. Fridge, not running obviously, but it is holding all the groceries and everything. I mean, gosh darn it, I like to come prepared as far as food. Nobody wants to be hungry, right? Anyways, let's go into the tent. I'll show you how I set up my 16 foot of hose, or 16 feet of hose. So when you are bringing this long butthole hose, most people don't trim it, right? This is a 3-incher. This thing is 15 or 16 feet long, so I will route it inside of my tent, through my sleeping bag, and out to heat up my sleeping bag before I go to bed. The light came with the tent, my boots, my jacket, my goose jacket or whatever you call it. This is something that Costco sells. Excellent thing. My bedding, sleeping bedding, whatever, PJs. Got a pack, If you leave these in the car in the cold, they'll just freeze. So you got to keep them in the warm. Never know when you got to wipe your butt or whatever it is. So keeping this area closed off. So stay nice and warm. Let's see. That's about it. You know, I mean, the camp is set up per se for the night. Right now we're gonna start cooking, and we'll get into that once I get this guy on the tripod. I hope the sound is good, because for cooking tonight, it's gonna be very simple, very basic. If you're much into Slavic foods, I should probably turn this guy off, huh? Thank you, Steve, for this light. Steve from Luminate Lighting was kind enough to, I don't know, you could call it sponsor me, I guess. Oh, extra lights here. I got so many lights. So anyways, I'm gonna have to heat something up. That means we have to pull out the stove. Feel free to skip, because this might get boring, you know, guy setting up his stove, whatever. Blah, blah, blah. Doesn't matter. Everybody likes to watch other people eat or cook or whatever, if you want to call it cooking. So what we're doing here is simple. My quick disconnect is gonna go to my propane tank right here. This guy here, it's a little dark, but it's a 1 gallon tank. And again, this is something you will find on other videos on my channel. I talk about a quick disconnect. So it's like a air chuck thing. It goes. Let's bring you camera over here. I'm not even gonna apologize for the jerkiness. You see that quick disconnect on the side right there? That guy there. That's what we're gonna disconnect. So stand by. Are you watching this? I don't know. Boom. As simple as that. Right there. That's a quick disconnect, connect 90-degree fitting. This never gets taken off the stove, and I like that way. So now that we got our gas hooked up, let's turn this guy on. Bring this guy over here. Make sure we got enough PSI going through. I have a regulator on there. Let's see. We have fuel. Oh, look at that. We got fire. We got heat. Ooh, blue flames. So, what's for dinner? I got a lot of stuff in here. Steak. Another steak. But, for tonight's dinner, we're having borscht that my wife made. I figured, hey, what's a simpler way of filling up your tummy, right? Other than something that's already prepared. What is borscht? It's a Slavic dish, I'm gonna call it. You know, Ukrainian will claim it that it's their dish. Russians will say the same. Belarusians will say the same. It's a beef, usually beef based, sometimes pork, and there's a bunch of cabbage in there, right? And it's a tomato, and a lot of it is, oh man, what is that? Buryak, but in Russian, I can't remember in English what it's called. So anyways, it's a tomato and some other one. Hey, look up borscht. If you have a question, comment below in the video. I will find a link. And if you guys want to know the recipe, actually, I can cook it for you. I can cook borscht too. I will cook it for you guys for a video, and we can make it. We can make a whole separate dedicated video for how to cook borscht on YouTube by Budnixon. You hear that sound? That sound of heat. That sound of comfort when it's quite cold already. You guys want to go see how cold it is? Let's go while the borscht is heating. Let's see what Nissan tells us. How cold is it? So it's 23 Fahrenheit. 23 Fahrenheit is fairly chilly, right? Oh, do you like to camp when it's 23 degrees outside? It's probably going to get lower than 23. Oh, you guys like the dark video? Oh, I'm enjoying myself. Look at that. That's snow flurries. I don't know, like light snow. Anyways, let's have some dinner, right? Alrighty, time to eat. Borscht, mayo, some chili flakes, and sour cream with some parsley. I'm gonna make a separate video. Not a separate video, but just a video that I'm getting myself tucked into bed. You know what, guys? If you're running a diesel heater hose, like I was mentioning, inside of your sleeping bag, this thing makes a world of difference. You're getting inside just nice and toasty and warm. So with that, I'm gonna say, hey, good night. I'm not sure how long you want to see my tired face, considering that man, it's bright, considering that I went to bed at like almost 4 and it's 9 o'clock and I can't sleep any longer, but I'm still kind of broken down tired. So let's see, I guess it's time to say good morning, and it's time to share the view. The heater's still kicking. See how you wrap them shoes over there? Oh man, so when you put these on, they're toasty. And oh yeah, look. Yeah, today is definitely a winter wonderland kind of a view. I guess it did snow a little bit. Don't fall now. Oh yeah. This is beautiful. Definitely nice to come out here, you know, before everybody else gets here and be able to just kind of soak in the view. Man, isn't this beautiful, huh? Look at that. Just gorgeous. Let's see how's our solar panel doing. Probably a good idea to get it cleaned up so we get a little bit maybe sun in there. And so we've been running for X amount of hours, and this is how much fuel we used up. Not even a quarter. Oh, maybe a quarter. So to give you an idea, this thing barely takes any fuel, truly, as long as you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, which is running things properly. And we are set to, I can barely see it. Oh, it's only, so I am set at 1. So it's level 1 heating, barely. But hey, that's how it is. Just beautiful. I think maybe, I don't know if time lapsing will do the job, but maybe a good idea to throw a time lapse over the lake and see what takes place on the skies. So what are we doing? Let's wake up, get up, have some breakfast, and let's fly a drone and do some other stuff. You know, I always wanted to do this one thing, because I don't think any Yeah, I'm sexy and I know it. I don't think any, you know, you're not a proper overall YouTuber until you do this. And here it's coming. Hold on. Trying to, you know, get myself situated in here. I hope the sound works good. Got my mic here. Okay. So I think how this is supposed to work, you know, is this. So you're watching this screen right now, and there's like nobody on there, right? But then all of a sudden it's like, yeah. Oh, wow. Wow. You know, you get the guy popping up, and he's trying to pass the emotions that he just, you know, got his butt out for the first time, and he's all coming down. He's like, well, yeah, maybe that's a good idea. Whoa. It's a little show for you guys. But yeah, you know, he gets out and he's all like, oh, wow, I think I'm gonna enjoy this day. Right? Just a little, having a little fun by myself. You know, everybody's a YouTuber, everybody's having fun in the way they want. No judgments passed. Just thought maybe this would be like a comic moment. Yep, it's that time of the morning. Those who are like me, they will know the feeling and they will understand the pain and the struggle. Just joking. But, you know, time to visit Uncle John. So let's, you know, we're breaking trail again. I think this is a creek runoff here. So, man, definitely a low amount of snow this year. But hey, it's, you know, make it in a certain sense, it's all better. I mean, it's still here. We still get snow. So it's definitely a big plus. Time for some aerial magic. Slide out kitchen is excellent. I mean, you get all and plus more. If you have a question on this quick release that I was talking about yesterday, is that the simple matter is that it makes setup so much faster, so much easier. It's just that, the simplicity of setup. I mean, you just put this hose here, click, done. And one of the main things is so the part where you attach the green can usually on the side of the stove, and I don't know if I should, you guys I think know about the fitting that I'm talking about. So that part is so tiny, and there's a, you know, tiniest ever copper tube that goes in it, or it's brass, whatever, right? So every time the thread, I myself have damaged the thread before, and I know multiple people who had that happen, kind of, when they get there and the frustrations rise on exponentially fast level. So I figured, you know what, I'm gonna take that weak link out and do it this way. And I can only say that I truly do enjoy the fact that it works the way it works. So I'm gonna do a little cleaning up after yesterday's borscht cooking, or heating I should say, on the stove. And next step is what? Oh, we need to get the water out. and we're taking the water out of the stream. Yeah. We can just take this guy and leave it here. For now, we don't need it. Okay, so boom, 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 boom. It's not this hat yet. It's not the time for this hat yet. But it's all ahead of us. Oh, water doesn't look like it's froze. Well, if it was outside here, there's a good chance it would have frozen. But since it's inside the vehicle, it has not. All right. Oh, coffee time, bro. We need to make some coffee too, right? I mean, it's probably not the most, how do you say, common sense thing to say right now, that coffee is the latest, biggest drugs of our population, because I think coffee has been a big drug for many people for many years. But hey, it's coffee. It's good. All right, so we got the water going. I think I'm going to turn you guys over to a time lapse with the sun and clouds moving. They are. Just see what's going to take place over there, while I do some more cooking and some more meddling in the kitchen's business. So here's the fitting. So, and if you never heard about this topic before and wonder why am I talking about this topic, it's just simply that I have, I think now 3 videos on my channel about this, and the funniest thing is they have gotten probably, they're the most watched videos right now on my channel. That's the funny part. So anyways, find out what this is all about. Maybe you need it, because this is something, a DIY project. I mean, this is not, I'm not selling anything. I'm just offering you like a parts list that you could make it yourself. So, water's on. Do you hear that? Ooh. It's talking to me. Clouds are moving, so let's see what we get. Everybody wants to know what everybody eats when they're camping, right? So, a little pepper mushroom mix chopped up, some hash, breakfast sausage. All this will go nicely over tambo tusk. You could tell that I haven't used this guy after the last time and got a little rust there. So, time to cook the breakfast. guys say? This looks scrumptious and edible, or so and so? I think it's time to flip. I like my eggs easy over. And we're gonna kill the heat, so this way things just get there on their own. Alrighty, let's get this party going. One thing about food and cold is that when you're out in the cold, food gets cold fast. So I'm not gonna bug you, or no, not bug you. I'm not gonna give you the pleasure of watching me eat. If you don't know how this tastes, just cook it yourself. You'll find out. In any case, phone's telling me it's getting ready to die. So sure, we'll continue for now. I say we have the breakfast, which is almost lunchtime. And I don't know, after such a long night last night, I'm thinking maybe I even take a nap. So we'll see how it goes. Conditions are snowy. Conditions are snowy. And see, look at that. Day use only. My gosh, Nixon, what are you doing here? I wish for some clearer skies, but I'll take this any day. It's just barely coming down. Perfect. So it's time to go eat. That was a pleasant nap, I tell you. But then I woke up to this. Blue skies, so pretty. And it's so comfortable to sleep with that thing on. Warm, comfortable. Whew. Late lunch and a beautiful nap. That's what my body needed to recharge. Look at this. It's about 3:30, 3:40, so we're talking about kind of getting there where it's almost sunset time. I think it's probably a good idea maybe to go and gather some firewood. Look how beautiful it is. But you know what? Who needs a firewood and a fire when you got a diesel heater? I'm just too lazy right now. Look at that. Oh, it's so gorgeous. Well, hello there again. Snow seems like has let off a little bit. I think it's a time to go take a hike. I'm gonna go take a hike. No, I'm just gonna walk around a little bit and see some things and take some pictures. So let's see what we got there. Mind-boggling silence. Pretty good. Came upon this. So tracks. Looks like somebody got a house on one side and going to their little home on the other side. Yep. Although maybe it seems like the whole world is frozen out here. You know, life goes on, right? Lots of tracks. Lots of different tracks. I'm gonna say it's a rabbit, but I could be wrong. Those who know, feel free to comment. The lighting is getting a little worse. Silence. All we hear is just my footsteps. Seems like that's the most common one. I hear the creek run off somewhere down there. Huh. Really get momentum. Nope. Come on. There you go.
Looks like here we got a bunch of prints. Water source, yeah? That's pretty interesting. I don't even know what kind of animal that is. Something larger? All you hear is just airplanes. All right, we're about just a bit over an hour hike. Getting dark. Well, I guess I should say it's gotten dark. I'm just walking. Those who know the area, I'm heading towards the power lines. I'm right about, probably better 2/3 of the way through. So far about an hour into the walk. I wonder if you guys can hear that. The sound that electricity makes when it goes down the high voltage lines. A little crackling. Interesting, I never really heard it before because I always drive through here and it's always windy and snowy, and the power line section that's ahead of us here, I don't know if you can see it, probably not, but that's the one that gets everybody. Huh, interesting. Just for the record, minus 15 Celsius, 5 Fahrenheit. It's a little bit chilly. And tomorrow everything will be clear and open. What's going on here? And good morning. Look at that beautiful view. Uncle Jeff is definitely saying hello. Oh, gorgeous. And the difference going to be from last recording to today is that 1 car, 2 car, 3 car. Gentlemen?
Lots of cars. Good morning.
Oh man, look how many cars. And we already had somebody leave even. So, told we had 18 cars altogether. So, definitely broken trail now. So, and snow is so good that I heard last night guys didn't have a whole lot of hard time getting all the way on the other side. So, anyways, I think that's gonna be possibly a wrap for the video, because time to have some breakfast and do some things behind the screen. So until next time, gentlemen. Ничего себе, тут завтрак делаешь.
Делаем, да.
Вот это breakfast of the champions. Well, happy Sunday morning, folks. We are on our way out. And I don't know, for me this is a perfect maybe example in a certain sense, you know, why if you want to record a YouTube video, you just gotta go out on your own. Because when you're out hanging out with a crowd and chatting, talking, you know, a lot of this stuff has to be behind the camera.